game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome, everyone, to Morgantown, West Virginia, home to the West Virginia Mountaineers. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a team from the Big 12, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Mountaineers will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Rebels offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Third down coming in the Morgantown faithful, making it tough on this big play. From the gun, wants to pass. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. So the West Virginia Mountaineers offense will take the field for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
The Mountaineers send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin them deep. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Pulls it in, it's Wallace.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
And the Rebels have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Trying play action. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The sack makes it an even longer third down chance for this offense. They'll give it to the back. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a fourth down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And the Mountaineers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The play action fake. Grant behind the line. It's Bray. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
The Mountaineers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Rides the back on the option to give. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Gallagher. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Mountaineers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Grab near the sticks. It's Vaughn. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
First down, West Virginia.
And the Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Gallagher.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
The Mountaineers can really attack on this 2nd and short. He'll pull it on the read. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
And the Mountaineers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Turning it off. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You gotta have that defense you know you can go to in the running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm gonna start, and I'm gonna stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Lost to fire on second down. Got it in the middle, it's dribbling. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, they execute the in route. And how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the left. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
The Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They just keep firing. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
And the Rebels come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll do it himself. Makes a man miss. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
If they run the offense, they get the big run play, and then what are you thinking? Maybe play action, take a shot. How about the defense? They were ready to roll. Even though they gave up the run, they didn't just play the run. They were ready for the pass and got the big sack.
And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught behind the line. It's Taylor. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on third.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got it in stride at the 15. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Rebels, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Caught over the middle. It's Haas. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the period. It's West Virginia on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback on the keeper. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Great job staying home by the defense there. Offense trying to go option. The QB keeps it, but you see the great assignment football. Everybody's staying where they're supposed to be, and they're able to rally to the quarterback and tackle him for a loss.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Touchdown, Rebels! Quick strike through the air for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a... Pulls it in down the sideline. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive, maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. And that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
So now it's second and long. Off play action. Fires one high and deep. And he hauls it in inside the 30. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? We all love the quarterbacks with the big arms and the big throws, but getting that protection set properly is so huge.
And I think the quarterback just had so much confidence that he was going to be picked up. He didn't freak out. He was so poised, knowing that those big fellas up front, they had it all taken care of.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Go east-west, and the quarterback gets strung out, doesn't pull the trigger and really make a decision. You'd like to see him stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, get more of a plus yardage on this play. Nice job by the defense.
4 receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And with that, they've taken the lead.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Off play action on 1st down. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead.
And what a great job of being cool under pressure. He knew there was a defender about to hit him, and he held on to it as long as he could before letting it go. He paid for it, but what an accurate shot vertically down the field for an explosive play in the passing game.
Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The most mind-boggling stat from last season is that Ole Miss trailed for a grand total of 2 minutes all year long and somehow lost 3 games and missed the playoff.
Yeah, it was incredible, but it was a great year. You saw the line of scrimmages for Ole Miss really take over. Offense and defensive lines, that was the strength of their team. It allowed them to thrive, to win more games, to be more dominant. Palmer reloading a lot of guys in those new spots.
Including a quarterback. No more Jackson Dart. Obviously, he was a huge part of their success. The last several years, really, we always expect Lane Kiffin to find a good one, but this year that position's got to play well.
And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try the run. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Just feeds the running back. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. Third down coming in the Morgantown faithful, making it tough on this big play. He'll keep it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
The Rebels line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Barnes. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
The Mountaineers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, it's a fumble. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Leaves it with the back. Nice move there. Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the Mountaineers are on the move. Caught in the backfield. It's Barnes. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. Third down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving and keep the sticks rolling.
All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's White. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
After that last completion, it's second down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got him downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Got it behind the line. It's White. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Perfect execution by this defense. They played pass, sat back, looked at the quarterback, took everything away, and even better, good pass rush, finishes it, now put him in a predictable 3rd and long situation.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, West Virginia.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The give from the gun. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And the Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in a half. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Wallace. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Defense just didn't have an answer there on the slant throw. Once the completion was made, they just couldn't get to the ball carrier and get him down on the ground.
Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Morgantown, sign me up for another half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Mountaineer Field.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He'll do it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
The Mountaineers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Here comes the heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The idea was to sell that play fake. Nobody was buying it.
You're right, Reese. That D-line, they looked like they had their ears pinned back, and they were coming after the quarterback. You saw dudes rush upfield. They got to that QB fast.
The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's dribbling. Hard-hitting tackle.
Second down pass was complete on the screen. He's going down near the 45-yard line. It's third down.
You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big third down. Safe completion on the screen. There he goes. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space.
And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He's loose on the right. He's at the touchdown, Mountaineers. This defense making a big play, putting it in the end zone.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Got it in the middle. It's Lee. It's a running room. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wallace. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Connection to the right. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a 1st down in the red zone at the 11.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the 1st down marker is. I got to get a big gain, got to get that 1st down. Nice job, great nose for the 1st down.
And the Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. The inside handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. They're facing a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Barnes. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's White. On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle, it's Gallagher.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
And the Mountaineers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw again. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
They punted away on 4th down. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Catch in the middle, it's Wallace. The Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off the play fake. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
I think one of the most undervalued assets in good quarterback play is the play-action game. Making the run fake honestly and truthfully looking like run. You're fooling the defense, and then you're just making it easier on yourself because you're giving yourself bigger lanes to throw the football into.
Fighting off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Man, he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator or the offensive line coach is block those guys. Don't watch them tackle their guys.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Third down coming, and the Morgantown faithful making it tough on this big play. He's looking to pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Turning it on. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
The short hands, it's dribbling. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
And the Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Well, this is a quarterback who has outstanding running ability, and he's hoping the defense is going to give him an opportunity to tuck this football and get upfield, but there was nothing there. You saw him that time. Hold on to it, hold, hoping someone on defense was going to get out of position, but nobody did. Really nice job by the defense that time. Playing assignment football against the option, and everybody staying home.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Lining up to convert 3rd down. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the move. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player.
Touchdown, Rebels! They move on top here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th.
Makes the score. Ole Miss 21, West Virginia.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Set to kick off.
He'll bring it out. It's Fox. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He'll pull it on the read. He stopped right there, short of the first down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead.
Now, a 4th down.
The Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt.
Formation to kick it away.
He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
The Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. That's reeled in, it's Lee. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
And the Mountaineers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Lee. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This receiver is so dangerous out in space, and it's a nice job by the QB getting him the ball early on the curl route. And you see, once he has it, he's got some wiggle, he's got some shake, makes some defenders miss, and gets up the field.
Leaves it with the back. Creates a little room. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And he hadn't had a big day on the ground, but that was a carry they needed for this offense. They needed to extend this drive. Nice job on third down, executing, running the football. Now they got to go a little bit faster, get down this field, and get a score on the board.
And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Four wide out set, 2-by-2 on 2nd and 5. Caught in the backfield, it's Lee. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
Let's go. Right.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Strickland.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
It's 1st down from the 11. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Number 12.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. The sure hands, it's Brink. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Looking downfield on 1st down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Mountaineers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Brink. And the defense drags him down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Off the play fake on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Vaughn. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Second down, they'll go to the air. intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Pulled down at the 45-yard line, and that's the kind of ball hawking a defensive coordinator loves to see. They'll keep it on the ground off right tackle. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Going right to work up top. Makes the catch. It's Bray. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up third and
The Mountaineers are facing 3rd and inches.
29 Philly. 2-0.
They'll move the tight end. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
First down, West Virginia.
He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right.
2nd down.
In blue. In blue.
Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Bray. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
4th down.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Fires deep toward the end zone. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation.